You know, we could have had many more points on the board. We had some drop balls, touchdown passes, and then the opportunity to score more points early. The drive right at the beginning of the third quarter, a great drive. We get down there and we don't get in, and I decided to go for the field goal, and that we missed that. So that was really another disappointment, a real downer for us. But we managed to stay close, and then finally won at the end when we had to win. So.
Coach,
heck of a win, and this has got to help everything. Everything's been so negative that it's been hard to stay focused, and we've worked hard at that. I've worked hard at that myself and tried to make sure that our team stayed focused and realized that we still have a chance. And the important thing was getting a win here today. And now we got Kansas City coming in, and you know, with an excellent football team, but hopefully we'll get back to playing the kind of football that I believe that we're capable of playing.
Were you surprised when Coach Johnston kicked the field goal at the end?
Well, it looked like he was going to go for it to begin with, and then he changed his mind and decided to go for it, so I was pretty happy about that, knowing that we had to make a big play, and we did defensively. And, of course, the change of possession stopped the clock there, and that helped at that time.
Coach, what does it say? You mentioned the character of this team after all you've been through this season, just not to give up on themselves.
Well, especially this past week was, you know, certainly the toughest week I've ever spent in my coaching career, and I didn't want that to get into what the team was doing as far as preparation. We had a good meeting on Monday, and everybody had a chance to air out any problems that they felt or talked about. And it was a very positive meeting with the idea that, hey, we got to get to work and be ready to play and win a football game. And we had good practices on Wednesday and Thursday, and then today, in spite of all of the negative things that happened, you know, we get what looked like finally a takeaway defensively. We had the opportunity. We haven't had a takeaway for a while defensively, and it looked like we got the football, but then we got the penalty defensively, which took the ball away from us and gave them a first down. So we overcame a lot of things today, and that's what I'm proud of, and that's hopefully what's going to be the thing that will springboard us into this next week.
Coach, Dan Marino broke the record and got a win with it. How's that feel?
Well, that's just great news, because, you know, the previous records of Dan's have come at times where the team has lost and the disappointment of losing. But today, Dan did break the record, I'm glad that he's got something to enjoy, and he did a great job for us at the end when we had to have it.
That's Don Shula. The record he was referring to is Dan Marino with his 52nd 300-yard game. That breaks the all-time mark set by Dan Fouts. So for a change, Dan Marino finally broke a record, and the Dolphins got themselves a victory. The Dolphins' record now 7-6, and they got some help today because some other teams within the conference have lost. The Indianapolis Colts lost to Carolina today, 13-10. So now the Dolphins and the Colts are tied at with a record of 7-6. New England Patriots lost to the Saints. There we look at the AFC standings. Buffalo has a tough game. They play the San Francisco 49ers tonight. So, folks, we can't give up on the Dolphins just yet. As we know, the Dolphins have a late season. In a couple weeks, we'll play the Buffalo Bills up in Buffalo. If the 49ers can win tonight, the Dolphins would just be one game out of first place with still playing Buffalo, as I said. So, you know, the Dolphins didn't give up on themselves.